Perry doesn't know his Hollywood dream.
I'll do anything to be an actor, anything to be a star. A star more than an actor.
He's about to become the greatest prank of all time.
But enough about those artsy movies like Blade Runner. Let's talk about Windy City Heat. Possibly my favorite comedy. I don't know. I love this movie, and I think it needs to be seen by everyone in the world. It is so funny. Basically what this movie is, if you haven't seen it already, which is probably likely, but this movie is kind of like a documentary about a group of people gaslighting and pranking one individual. They make him think he's the star of a movie, and it is so funny. You see, there's this, the guy's name is Perry Karavello, and at the time of this movie's release, they had been messing with him for, I think, 11 years, maybe 13, something crazy like that. And they're still messing with him to this day. But this came out in like 2003, and what they do is they convince him that he is not only going to star in a movie, that this is his big break. And the whole movie they're just screwing with him like over and over again. Like when he's at the audition for the movie, they keep interrupting his audition and screaming at him, and he's like, "You're gonna cost me the role." And Bobcat Goldthwait is the director, and he refuses to talk without his megaphone. And Dean Cook is there, and he says he's Roman Polanski. And they trick him into thinking that he got the role of the movie. And then the entire shoot of the movie, they're just continuing to mess with him. Like there's a part in the movie where they keep on throwing him in a dumpster. And it's for the movie. They're like, oh, it doesn't look realistic enough. Let's throw him in the dumpster again. And they just keep on throwing Perry in the dumpster, right? And then Bobcat Goldthwait comes out and he's like, you know what? This isn't realistic enough. You know what we need? We need to fill up the dumpster with poop. And Perry's like, why? Why do we need to do this? And then he's like, no, it's going to be more realistic. So they throw him into the dumpster with poop. And Don Barris, who's the mastermind behind trolling Perry, goes, hey, if you don't want to do this, why don't you just ask for a stunt double? And goes, yeah, I want a stunt double. So they start doing all of his stunts with a stunt double. And then the next day, there's this woman that Perry has been pining for the entire shoot. And they're about to shoot the sex scene. He's going to be intimate with this woman that he's been trying to get with the entire movie. And they're about to kiss. And then Bobcat goes, cut. All right, bring in the stunt double. And he's like, what? Why? And he goes, well, the sex scenes are considered stunts. And you wanted a stunt double. So like every decision Perry makes, they just make him regret it every single time. And it's funny too because like I guess they thought that Perry was going to flip out because of that, but they forgot that Perry was lactose intolerant, and for some scene they made him eat this disgusting concoction like 3 times, and there was cheese in it, and the cheese made him like just made his stomach like explode, and he's like, all right, I'm leaving. It was like the one thing they didn't expect. So he runs to the bathroom and he starts just having horrible stomach problems in the bathroom, and then like everyone is just knocking on the door asking him if he's okay, and he's like, leave me alone. And it's funny too because like you never really know if Perry's in on the joke or not, because it seems like he kind of is. Like he understands that there is a prank being played upon him, but he doesn't understand how it's funny. Because when they reveal it to him in the bonus features of the movie, it's like he understands that it's funny, but he doesn't know why. It's very interesting. And through this movie, I started listening to the podcast, and the podcast is even funnier. Like they make him like reenact. They make him. You know what? I can't even give any more of this movie away. You just have to see it. It's on YouTube for free. There's also a 6-hour work print of the movie, which I've never finished, but I want to because it's so much more. Like there's scenes where like a cop car pulls over the limo they're in, and Don Barris like goes, hey, can you hold this stuff for me? And he pulls out a gun and a bag of weed. And he's like, what are you doing? and I really want to see if there's more stuff like that in the 6-hour cut. At this point in time, I haven't seen it. But if you have not seen Windy City Heat, it is the funniest prank movie you'll ever see. It is so great.